What is up YouTube? It is Matty and this is the big one. This is Emphatic Elite versus Emphatic Fury, the main overview where we're looking at the Emphatic Elite attacks on the Emphatic Fury. And there's a couple we're going to skip for a few reasons, but a couple of people weren't comfortable in bases being shown. But anyway, this is going to be a long video. We've got quite a lot of attacks to go through, and I mean the reason this is going to should be quite exciting for you guys is because they're all anti 3-star bases, so it's going to be, as I said before, going to need some extra thinking to get the 3-star on each base. So let's see if I can analyse it as best as I can on each one. And looks like we've got the shattered surgical hogs on this one, and he's brought a couple of witches with him to and a rage spell, which is the thing that the clan are testing out at the moment, which is witches and a rage spell to sort of make a super kill squad. And the idea is you can kill they just go further and deal more damage. And you can see here it's against a dragon, so it's gonna there's a lot of distraction units. The skellies really do help sort of distract and just throw some extra firepower, and you can see already so much confidence because already the hog attack started. He's not waiting for nothing. He's not waiting to use the hero abilities, and just look at that. I mean, such a confident start to the attack. So massive fair play to Krull. Absolute unlucky on the giant bomb at the top there, but only a couple of defenses now left, and the final one's gone, I think, and that's it. It's now down to cleanup. So lots of wizards, lots of cleanup troops left. This was a really quick, hard-hitting raid. So you can, I mean, yeah, you can tell his route into the tunnel. Actually, this base had 4 single giant bombs, so no doubles, which is quite deceiving actually. And if I click sort of play again and pause it, you'll see the giant bomb spots. There's quite a lot of double potentials, so in the actual base design itself, but obviously you saw a route into the king, into the queen with and with one jump spell, which is always a bit of a risky strategy, particularly when the base can, because it had no double bombs, it was slightly susceptible to hogs. But the other thing is, because they were all separated, it was forcing him to only use 2 heals, so it was a little bit risky, but it paid off for him. So massive shout out to Krull there for whacking in a 3-star. I've already shown Savoni's attack, not shown Endogs. Will show DLS, Dark Lord Sauron, and his base with the attacker of Alpha. So having a quick look at the base. Looking at the army comp again, same sort of strategy. Rage shattered surgical hog. Looking at the route he's going to go in, probably wants to eliminate a double giant bomb threat, so he might go in down the south here, I would have thought, sort of by the arch tower and mortar, maybe. But then again, the jump in's a bit more difficult, so that might force him to go through the north. Towards like 10 o'clock maybe. Let's have a look. See, and I'll explain why he did it as soon as I see what he did. Absolutely complete opposite side than I thought. Okay, he's going to have done that because he knows that there's going to be a double giant bomb by that expo. He really wants to eliminate that threat to maximise his chances. It's a far way to go, but he can jump straight into the core from that angle. So that takes maybe a single giant bomb by the wizard's tower as well, and a potential double giant bomb threat out all the way, and he's using those rage witches to go in. King and queen are pathed in lovely. Golem in the CC of all things. Now Golem in the CC, it's quite an odd one, but I tell you now, they've got so much HP that it can be quite a dangerous strategy, but it's because he's got the rage witches, they've absolutely destroyed it. So it really I just don't think that a golem's going to be any use when you're doing a kill squad this powerful. Double giant bomb gone. Slightly late, you'll see on the sort of hog delivery on this raid. So not as confident as Krull in the attack, but that's not saying it's a bad attack at all. That's just saying he was just making sure certain things happened, that the queen went down, didn't want to miss it, and now he's just watching those hogs. The key here is to watch where the hogs are going, or sort of have an idea where they're going to go anyway, but just make sure you get your heal spells down at the right time. You don't want to drop them too early, and you don't want to drop them too late. You just got to time right, and he's probably going to drop that heal sort of where that Tesla is here. in the middle where it's covering a lot of defences, where all the hogs are going to go. You see the giant bombs there, the hogs are in the heel, so it's fine. Only a couple of defences left to go. King and queen alive, and he's got some basic cleanup, one wizard down the bottom there, but it's going to be relying on hogs and heroes to get the most of the cleanup this time. But because so many survived, I mean, again, just a strong, powerful attack. So this sort of raging kill squad just seems to be an absolutely OP strategy, if you ask me, because you're not trying to get the pull, you're not wasting time pulling out, luring and all that jazz. You're just going in hardcore. So definitely a strategy I'd recommend. Moving through, we're up to number 13 now. Let's have a hit scout. Let's hit play. Having a quick look at the strategy. This one now, this strategy I haven't seen before. It's sort of new to the last couple of wars. Van tries it on a couple of Town Hall 10s and with some good success. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a mini GoWiWi with back-end hogs. Yeah, let's just watch it unfold, because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video, but I want to cover the attacks. I want to get an idea of what they are and how they work as well. So a lot of times I have to do it sort of mid-video, but hey, I can learn quick. Anyway. So 2 golems down, huge widespread hero with each golem. What he's trying to do is segment the base. I think that's how you do it. I think the witches are going to go down with the queen to sort of tank for her, and he's just going to try and hope to break into the base and just guide the troops in, take half of it down. The king can take can get in there with a golem and take some down. The witches are going to go in there and take the other. You got a hound that's going to have to be taken down as well. You can see he's just jumping both in. I think he must have missed on the wall breakers down the bottom side, so the king had to brute force his way in. So he's not going to he's not going to be much use actually. So it's a little bit of a shame. But he's still surviving though. That king looks like he's been targeted by the expo, and he's just about survived. So the king is able to help a little bit more. Hound finally pops, but you can see the hogs are starting to come in now on the back side of the base. He's saving 3 loons as well, so he's probably going to do that sort of where that Tesla is. Yeah. So you see, it's almost like you segment the base down. You converge in the core, and then the back end of the base, you've got a separate plan for that, which in this case was the hogs and a couple of loons, and the hogs were there because all the defences were going to be distracted. So again, these innovative attacks that are coming out now, it's just great to see. And big shout out to Christine, who's from Clash Heads, who came to war with us, and she made a huge impact on advice and talking to our clanmates, and massive shout out to her for doing that. So fair play. And guess what, it's another attack by Christine, so you're going to get a double shout out, and this time she's going in with a shattered LavaLoon by the look of it. Now the base does lend itself to it because you've got 2 air defences near a queen spot, sort of a rookie error in the base designed by Bing. I think he's a relative new member, but look at the angle she's going in. She's going to make sure she gets at least that 1 air defence and the queen. The other air defence would be a bonus if she doesn't quite. The raid's not going to be the be all and end all if she doesn't get it. Be interested to see if she manages to take something else down that's key, like an expo or something like that. If she doesn't, I mean, look at that, the raid's already started. 2 hounds in early doors, distracting perfectly for the loons. The loons are pretty much untouched at the moment. Nice rage spell. 1 wizard tower's in there. 3rd hound down. And now most of the rest of the loons are coming in. Hounds have survived because the loons got there quick, so nice loon pathing there. 2 hounds pop in quick succession. She needs the air defense to go down quick to give the hound enough health. And now it's the push to the final AD. She got the back end loons. Look at that, just an absolute masterclass in LavaLoon, because it was just well timed, well thought out, well attacked. Cleanup troops already just doing the work on the rest of the base. All defense is gone. It's an absolute sort of, and she hasn't even used the queen ability as well. I mean, wow. I love doing these videos when you just see class raiding like this. Number 11, we got revved up the class clan streamer. doing a shattered surgical raging hog by the look of it. I haven't even come up with it. We haven't even come up with a name for it yet, I don't think. Unless it is out there, let me know if it is. So golems on the cannons are nice anchor spots, and they're should both pull in towards that air defense, which they have done. So it's a really nice sort of guiding in. And because he's going the opposite side, this actually looks like Jake's. I think this is Jake's base that he did in one hive maybe. So yeah, Lou looks like he'd mirrored that from memory. I think it is. Now king and queen are going in. It's the raging kill squad again, already starting with the a defense that went down at the top there. I wonder if it's a couple of hogs there, but here's the main hog attack. Look, just sort of targeting those defenses, just sending in an absolute wave of hogs, trying to keep them alive, trying to heal them up, and yeah, the bottom side of the base is gone. Just going to be the top side. Queen's in a great spot. You need to use the queen ability soon. He hasn't forgot it. Great one. Wizard tower down. That's going to help. Archer tower also down, and boom, you've got, now he's got loads of hogs. A wizard tower. Oh, unlucky on the giant bomb there, but it's too little too late. The rest of the base is down. He's got enough cleanup troops there. It's an absolutely awesome raid. So he's gone in the long way through, and that's the beauty of this attack, because you've got 2 golems and 2 witches and a rage. It's the idea behind it that you don't have to attack from the easiest side. You push through the base and you take giant bombs out on the route, and you just mix it up, and you just sort of absolute power through, and that's why it's sort of working, because people have started building bases where it's designed to be attacked from one side, and if that's the case and they don't attack from that side and they've got enough firepower to get through, similar story. Look, easy to go in and get the king and queen, but he might go in from a completely different angle to take some giant bombs out on the route. Now if it was my design and my guess, I would instantly say the double giant bombs each by the wizard tower and expo makes sense just on the base layout. It's so it's going to be interesting to see how, if he goes sort of tries to just go all the way through the base and get to the king and queen that way, maybe jumping over the expo. I'm not sure if he goes in through 2 o'clock. Let's see how he does it. But the same sort of thing, this huge, look at that, going completely through the north, which is almost the opposite side of the base. But if he gets his jump spell right and he's able to get in, he should be able to get the both giant bomb spots. And I think the actual objective here, is it a triple golem? Yeah, it's a triple golem as well. So he's got 3 golems. He hasn't got witches. Sorry, I said that wrong. No witches. Triple golem. Rage though to help out, and king and queen going in now. Queen sat in rage, which is ideal. There is a witch. That's scary, so he's going to need to maybe use the king ability to get the job done. Not sure. It looks like the king sat in a perfect spot. All gone now. I don't think he's going to get the queen. So look, he's doing an Asian wall of hogs all the way onto the one side of the base. Now hopefully the queen's going to move into position and trip the other double giant bomb. There you go, look, 1 clutch barbarian does it. 2 double giant bomb threats eliminated. No more giant bomb threats to worry about. 2 heal spells. He's just being very, very patient on the heal spell. He's got a lot of base to take out, so he's just got to be very conservative, and they've got to do a lot of tanking. Those troops. Now you can see on the right hand side of the base, he's going to place that heal so well that it covers the rest of the base. I mean, is the queen even dead? His queen's still alive. Everything else is dead. It's been an absolute massacre, and he didn't even use the queen ability. Wow. Okay, so that is a good old stoned GoHo. That's what that one's called. 3 golems, hogs on the back end. Well, hogs are the main sort of brute. Well, no, it's like a double wave of power. Hogs to come and sweep the base once everything's going into the core and distracting. Heroes to take out enemy heroes and buildings on the route. Just a beautiful attack. Yeah, there's nothing else to describe it. So in fact, I'm going to replay that one in top speed for you, ×4. Just look at how far the troops move through the base. Quite a few wizards there to guide them in. 3 golems moving down. The queen got targeted early, but it was okay. King in late to make sure he wasn't targeted. Got in there, killed the CC, moving all the way through now. The hogs are moving through, look. The troops managed to get in, kill the king, kill the queen. Hogs moving through round the base, and before you know it, it's over and it's on cleanup. So absolutely just brilliant. Moving on. Number 8. Let's go. Epic. What have you got, son? Or what has the attacker done? This is Azaz, so he's a Town Hall 10 doing the raging shattered surgical hog. Okay. 2 golems. I'm going to do this because it's Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 9. I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's big advantage. 2 golems going in, king and queen going in, king in late to make sure he didn't get targeted by the CC. The rage spell to help to clear everything out the way, which they're distracting, but the king's going to get in and get the job done eventually. Hogs coming in on the back side of the base, distracted, and they're in there just taking the buildings down, and before you know it, even at the north side of the base, before the troops have fully moved through, that's it, the defences have been cleared. So an absolute train wreck. Powered through the base there. The king's still at the bottom just taking things down, but the huge wave of hogs have come back through to go and finish him off anyway. So yeah, great raid. Moving on through number 7, and we've got Chase. Now I've heard about this attack. I think Brian 3-starred Chase and Chase 3-starred Brian. So I'm going to pause here. I did a video on this base. That was it actually. I did show this raid, so might show it in double speed because I've done a base review on Brian's base and sort of started talking about it quite quite in some detail, and I showed the attack because it's a straight up GoWiWi straight through the base. So I'm going to show it in 2 times speed. Please check out the base review video where the main discussion point of this base and the raid and Chase raid that follows it, and how he gets the 3-star. But it's an absolute sort of GoWiWi hellstorm with some back-end hogs to go and help clear out the final defences. So very interesting because you don't see much of change from sort of LavaLoon and hogs these days. Although it does have hogs in it, it was a very heavy sort of GoWiWi attack. Final hogs coming in now. Just that expo and a couple of more defences to go down. Queen's going to get into a good position and she's going to help just finish everything up, and it's going to be a nice 3-star. So lovely attack by Chase there. When I was writing the plan for this video, I think I made a couple of mistakes. I've heard about I don't know. Let's have a look at this attack as well. So this is the jet taking down trunks. Now this base is odd because it's got 4 air defences and a sweeper all in one secluded area, so it's almost like trying to tempt you into using like GoWeaver on that part of the base and then sort of looning the rest. I started looking at it and almost planning for this attack, and then I sort of backed off and I thought, I'm not sure. It just didn't sit right with me, but that didn't sort of deter the jet, who's decided to power through with a and you can see he's going in for the angle to try and get the air defense as well. Now he needs to break open the compartment next to that gold storage with wall breakers preferably, to allow him to get in, and then he can jump straight through to the queen compartment, and en route he's going to take down 2 air defences and an expo. So in that case this does seem like a very easy, hoping the king goes the right way, he does, strategy for this base. It's nicely scattered. I didn't think of it like this, but looking at it now, yes, it makes sense. Going in that angle, you're going to get 2 air defences, you're going to get the queen, you're going to get an expo, and if you can get all that stuff, you're basically set for a nice raid, particularly in the fact that a lot of the arch towers are up north next to it, covered by air defense. So you can see he drops a hound on each just to get them in there and get them sort of covering. One hound dies almost instantly, the other's still tanking a bit. He's going to have to do some work and get those loons in to take down the air defences and the expos, because the loons already, the air defences already starting targeting the loons, and now just using a load of back end loons to come in and swoop round to finish up those cannons. Tesla's in the core, Queen in there though to help go and take them down, and the wizard tower. Tesla down south. Rage spell in. I would have probably dropped the rage spell a bit further south to help try and get to the Tesla a bit quicker, like now. Saved a couple of loons for the back end arch tower as well. So I'm just going to speed the raid up now. It's pretty much done. Nice attack. It worked. Not much on cleanup troops left, so he's relying on the few pups he has, but mainly the loons to go around and clean everything else, and the queen. But yeah, it doesn't matter. He got the 3-star. So yeah, great attack. Moving on through, number 5 is next. Nightmare on Wax, taken down by Gusty, Town Hall 10 on a Town Hall 9. Obviously Gusty being the Town Hall 10. And it's a Shattered LavaLoon. So looking at the angle, he might go in. Is he going to go horizontal? Is he going to go through? It's coming in sort of, okay, through the north. Hoping he's going to get 2 air defences. It's going to be, he's going to need to make sure he gets into the queen. He's going to need to make sure the king goes in as well, because if there's any deviation, it's quite a tricky one. So he's trying to open both compartments, which worked. So both compartments open now. Golem's going in. He's waiting on the king drop because he wants to make sure the path is set and the everything's targeting the golems. So he throws the extra wizard in and the king. Here it goes. Look, here's the main kill squad. He's got a lightning spell there. Didn't need the lightning spell at all. Maybe could have just got away with, well, yeah, taking an extra rage spell, but he might have not known that. Taking 1 air defense down, others about to go down, queen's down as well. So yeah, there you go, and now it's a straight up LavaLoon. So yeah, if he's got 2 hounds and 17 loons, he's taken down pretty much half of the base already anyway. This guy's just going ham with his heroes. 2 hounds in. There they go. Loon's coming in to help. 3rd hound's going to sweep across, I think maybe straight onto the final air defense. Not 100% sure yet. Probably over the double wizard tower, I'd have thought. Not quite, but he might want to use a rage spell for about there to help the loons out. Not 100% sure if he's going to do that. He might just use the, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Didn't do where I quite thought, but he's got his rage, all the loons working in it. Just that final sort of wizard tower really to go now with the main defense, and a lovely pop there on the hound. It's awesome when that happens. And that's it, raid over basically. So there's 2 more videos I'm going to show. They are Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 attacks. The top 2, number 1 and 2. We're moving chronologically up, so we'll go 2, which is attacked by D Dollar. 2-star on a Town Hall 10, and let's have a look at the attack. The thing I like about it is the fact he uses like a GoWiWi to take down the town hall and a section of the base, and then he saves a golem for the final bit. So you can see he's got 3 golems used there, wall breakers, wizards. He's going to use his peckers as well, so he'll guide his peckers into the base. I'm going to use a jump spell to get them in, so, and use his couple of free spells here as well. So the majority of his attack is this big segment, but look what he's got left. 2 witches, golem in the CC, king, 9 wizards as well. So he's almost used like half of an army, and look what he's doing, getting those peckers in and the queen into position. The queen's gone off course though, but the wizard there, and maybe the peckers are going to take down the town hall. There you go. Now look what's happening up north. Golem down, king down, 2 witches, loads of wizards, absolute chaos up there. It's going to take down a load of buildings, and it's going to result in the 2nd star. So it's almost like he knew that if I take down that quadrant of the base, get to the town hall, that's section 1 of the raid done, and then all I need to do is take down extra buildings up here, throw in enough tanking units to get the job done. He's got a lightning spell as well. Actually, things are starting to go a little bit wrong now. The king's being targeted. The king's stuck on wall, so he's got to wait for that to happen. He has got the king ability though, so we can break the king in if he needs to, and he has got a lightning spell to get an extra % as well. I'm just going to speed up here because it's self-explanatory. King's going in, taking down the buildings. Here comes the part where he'd be going 50%. Minion down bottom, and lightning spell on the platform as well, 52%. And we're going to call it raid there, 53%. So interesting attack for a Town Hall 10. Obviously not a 3-star. And then with the final video we're going to show, we're going to finish on Lord Aziz, who took down Van. So let's have a look at how he does it and how he takes down Vanaris. Okay, 2 golem, 3 golem, 4 golems in. He's pretty much circling the base with golems and minions and wizards. He needs the 50%. I think I heard him saying he was worried about the 50%. So what he's gone for is hella golems, major spread here. Now in goes the main attack. Peckers and King and Queen all going the one route, raging them in. Jump spells are going to be required here. Nice jump spell that should get them into the core. There is a hound there. He's froze the first Inferno, maybe a little bit premature, but it doesn't matter, it still froze it. King's going in, Peckers are going in as well. Needs that loon to go down really, so it's a bit painful the Queen's not taking it down yet, although you've got all these defences moving on to the Town Hall now. Can't quite see what's going on. The Queen's on the Hound, is she? Yeah, I think the Queen's on the Hound still. So you've got to wait for the Queen to finish the Hound, then for the Hound to explode, but the Town Hall's down already. So the Queen was in position as well, and she might have been able to throw some percentage onto it, but look, it's just taking absolutely ages for that to pop. But it didn't matter, because the other defences got the Town Hall, and he was able to walk away a happy man with a 2-star on Venaris. So that's it. That is a quick rundown, and that was quicker than I thought. 26 minutes. Nice. Anyway, it was a great war to do. This is my noob account, by the way. It's a great war to be involved in. Unfortunately, I was a bit busy at the time, so I couldn't dedicate too much time to it. But yeah, great to see. I mean, scrims are so much fun if you ever got the opportunity to arrange them, just because everyone's sort of building new bases and testing each other out, and obviously Emphatically it did have quite a significant win, but it's all in good fun, and it's all about base testing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, subscribe to my channel, guys. You know, this is the sort of stuff I like to show, and yeah, let's go on more journeys together. Anyway, peace out, guys. See you on the next one.